Today I survived CrossFit.
How's it going, everyone? Matt Leighton, and welcome to episode 3 of the Arlington Insider. Today we're talking CrossFit. More specifically, we're at Ballston CrossFit. I'm glad that I'm joined by 2 special guests today because I am very out of my element. Not because we're at a gym, but because we're at a CrossFit gym, and I literally have no idea what CrossFit is. So in this video, we're gonna talk about CrossFit as a whole. Maybe there's some misconceptions about it that we're gonna touch on. Then we're gonna go in depth on Ballston CrossFit. So ladies, why don't you introduce yourselves and tell the good people a little bit about who you are, what you do.
Awesome. Hey guys, my name is Mary Scott. I'm the manager here at Ballston CrossFit and coach, and this is...
And I'm Kathleen. I'm one of our coaches here at Ballston CrossFit as well. I've been coaching here for a little over a year and been doing CrossFit for about 5 or 6 years now.
Excellent, thank you very much. We set it up with the gym in the background, so you'll see a few people doing some pull-ups and some crazy exercises, but not to get sidetracked. Let's start with the first question about what is CrossFit, because I am admittedly willfully ignorant. I don't know what it is. When I think CrossFit, I think of people like throwing kettlebells, like flipping tires, running. I think of like mass chaos at the gym. That's obviously not what it is, but I think there is some misconceptions about CrossFit. So what is CrossFit?
Sure, so it's throwing kettlebells, mass chaos at the gym.
There we go, there we go. I knew it, I knew it.
Literally the definition of CrossFit is that it's constantly varied movements.
Okay.
That are functional and executed at high intensity.
Okay.
If you break that all down, just basically what that means, functional movements, they're movements that are gonna help you in daily life. A deadlift, right? If you're picking anything heavy off of the ground, or a clean into a jerk, right? You pick something heavy, your suitcase off the ground, then you put your suitcase in that overhead bin, so you don't have to pay the extra money to check it in at the airport. And then high intensity just means that we're working really hard. So good news is the workouts are shorter, and your metabolism is going to be spiked longer through the day rather than moderate workout. And constantly varied, which is what makes it interesting and fun. I think that's where you bring up. It looks crazy, like we're always doing something different.
If you saw my workouts, it's the most vanilla thing ever. You'd probably fall asleep if you saw what I do. My chest press to incline to decline to running on the treadmill for 15 minutes.
Every day,
and so maybe that works for some people, but the class is full right now, and there's another class about to come in. So obviously, this is a very popular fitness routine. And you know, when you say CrossFit, it doesn't just mean, oh, we're doing CrossFit, that means we have to do this, this, and this. It sounds like the coaches have some flexibility, which is cool.
Right.
So in Arlington specifically, it seems like every single month another like type of gym opens up, whether that's a yoga class, yoga with the weights. I don't know what they're calling it these days. There's bar class where body pump. There's UFC gyms. Yeah, there's UFC. There's a kickboxing gym that just opened up. So there's a lot of new workout routines. How would you say CrossFit compares on the scheme, on the scale to all these other gyms?
Huge.
I think what's different about us probably is, I mean, a lot of those workouts are, good workouts. I've done some of them. And they're good workouts. I think what's different about CrossFit is that we'll do anything that works. So gymnastics, weightlifting, powerlifting, running, rowing, whatever it is, anything that's worked, that's been proven to work, we'll use it, we'll incorporate it. We incorporate it in different ways, so constantly getting a different stimulus versus, some of those other ones, they're a great workout, but over time your body gets used to it, and you don't see those same results. With CrossFit, we're always using new things, we're always finding new ways of programming so that you never really get used to it, you're always just moving up, and up. And I think the other big thing that makes us different is we ourselves, as well as CrossFit as a whole, is really big on community. So I think our community is second to none as far as other types of gyms out there. Our members regularly hang out outside of the gym, which I don't think a lot of other programs can really say.
Yeah, there's a lot of gyms where you walk in head to the ground and you walk out head to the ground as you pass by people. There's not really that sense of community. Excellent. So I'm looking around and I'm trying to get a gauge of like the typical member, and I don't think there is one, just because of what you said. It's muscle confusion. It's not just like you go here because you want to gain weight, or you go here because you want to do this. You go here because you want to like be ripped in like an hour, like you want the most intense workout ever. So is there a typical member, or who does CrossFit appeal to?
I think the only thing typical about any of our members is that they have a heart and a desire to better themselves. But otherwise, they're all ages, and they have all different backgrounds. Some people played sports their whole life, like you did. Some people have never done a sport, never done a dance, never picked up a weight in their life. And then of all ages, Tucker's mom is in her 60s.
Still going strong?
She started just last year and got her first rope climb.
Wow.
So, you know, anyone can do it, and we love having people come in and do it. It gets us excited as coaches to see you get your first pull-up.
Definitely.
Or see you get your first rope climb. So there's no typical except that they just are ready for a change and are ready for those results.
The only other thing I would add to that is all of our members, they're also different, but they're all so open and friendly. Like when we get new members and everything, people are able to assimilate really well into the community, which, you know, I think sometimes people get intimidated by CrossFit and there are some gyms that are really like competition minded or what have you, and they're a really tight-knit community, and sometimes they don't do well with like outsiders coming in, but I think our gym is so open and friendly. People, you know, as soon as they join, it's like they've just got like a whole new community of friends. So.
Definitely. When we're talking about CrossFit members, I'm sure you have different levels of classes. Are there any certain goals that people come to CrossFit to acquire? You know, at Gold's, I'm a member of Gold's, people are on the treadmill because they want to train for a marathon. People are lifting weights because maybe they have is there any specific goal, any common goals that you see over and over again of why people, and this could be training for a marathon, or it could be, you know, losing 2 pounds. Yeah. Is there any sort of common theme that you see new members coming to CrossFit for?
I think people come in with all types of goals, and the cool thing about CrossFit is every workout is customizable for you, so you can do it in a manner that meets those goals, whether it's weight loss, which one of the women here, her husband just lost like 50 pounds, whether it's, you know, gaining some strength, you've never been able to do a pull-up, or you're just tired of not being able to participate in sports, you know, marathon, any type of endurance run, it fits everything.
And I think the cool thing too is like I've seen a lot of members in here whose goals have changed throughout the course of the year. They came in with, you know, this 1 or 2 goals, and 6 months later it's like they've got that, their goals they've set their sights way higher, their goals have changed.
And they keep going.
So it's because we are so widely varied, like you can reach one goal and there's still 10 more goals kind of waiting in the wings.
Once you get the first one, you just keep climbing, build off that momentum.
Especially the women. I think they come in just wanting weight loss and that's it. And they get nervous about the weights because they don't want to get bulky.
I would think a lot of women are scared of CrossFit for that exact reason, but there's a lot of diversity here.
I think ladies like see the games athletes like that, the games on ESPN now, which are fun to watch, but that is not your typical CrossFit.
They see the most extreme aspect, and they think if they go for 45 minutes that they're all of a sudden going to be some ripped, and those people put in like their whole life to look like that.
That takes a lot of work, but I think they come in just wanting weight loss, and then they have so much fun with the weights and seeing what it means to be strong, and they really like it. Absolutely.
So that's a little bit about CrossFit at itself. Let's focus on Ballston CrossFit. We're in Ballston. We're at Glebe and 11th Street. Ballston CrossFit. What types of programs do you offer? I saw online there's WOD, something along that line. So I know you offer multiple programs. Maybe give a rundown of your most popular programs that you guys have.
Sure. We're open 7 days a week, where it just gives you plenty of opportunity to get in the door. WOD is our cool lingo for workout of the day. That's just CrossFit workout. It's the workout of the day. Otherwise, we also have Core Blast. That's 30 minutes of just a core workout. That's twice a week. We have yoga, boot camp,
we got a surprise coming up at the end of this video. So
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Kathleen heads up our skills class as well. So once a week they just go over like, oh, I want to work on my handstands, or I want to work on a ring muscle up. They just go through technique. as well as we have nutritional seminars, mobility seminars. We really like to take care of not just your body physically, but also nutritionally.
Yeah, when it comes to CrossFit, I always think of intense, like it's the most intense. So compared to other similar gyms, and we talked about this a little bit earlier, is it a lot of high intensity interval training? Are there some courses that are maybe not as high intense, or is it really just all varied, or none of the above?
It's pretty much all high intensity. Yeah. The good news means that your workouts are usually 10 to 15 minutes, right? So just like a Band-Aid, rip it off, one and done.
And intensity is relative. You know, we're not gonna. We have some athletes that have been here for 4 years, and they're not going to be doing the same thing that somebody that's, you know, fresh out of our foundations is going to be doing. You know, hopefully they're both going to be working at the same level of intensity, but doing very different weights or very different scales. So it's kind of all relative. We want you working at something that is high intensity for you, but that's not to say that that's going to be the same thing for someone else.
Yeah, so it's not everyone pick up a 45-pound bar and everyone do. It's obviously customizable for what you're comfortable with, right? Excellent. Now, so that's a little bit about Ballston CrossFit. How much is it? Like, is there one flat fee, or how does that work?
Yeah, so there's two options. Either an unlimited membership, which signs you up for everything. You can go to as many core blast classes, as many yoga, boot camp that you want, or you can do 13 classes a month, which is usually what we recommend when you start out. And you can use those classes for core blast or other things.
How much are each of those?
They're all different, but it comes out to about $15 per class, which is really cheap compared to personal training, which is usually $60 to $80 a session.
So two questions. How much are people paying per month? And then because you brought up personal training, I saw online that the teacher to student ratio it looked surprisingly small.
Yeah.
So how much per month are people spending?
Usually about $185 to
So
$185.
Okay.
Yeah. It all depends upon like how many months you signed up for, and unlimited or gold, but it's around $185.
Yeah. And I found that's kind of the going rate for the premium product out there, because although Arlington doesn't have like an Equinox, a Vita Fitness, although one is coming to Ballston maybe in a couple years. If you're going to the gym, that's like $40 a month, and then if you do yoga or something like that, that's another $100 a month. So whatever your regimen is, it'll add up to around, if you're active at least.
And the thing that you're not going to get at a gym, even if it's a really fancy, nice gym, is you're not going to get programming. So you're going to go in, you're kind of like, I guess I should do this.
You're on your own.
Yeah, but you don't have stimulus to hit. You don't have a coach to take you through the techniques and the movements. So we kind of take all the thinking out for you, so you can just come in for an hour, de-stress from your day, get your workout in, and go home. You don't have to be by yourself. There's people there cheering you on when you hit a PR or a personal record. It makes it a lot more fun, and it takes all the thinking out of it for you.
Definitely. Cool. So that's Ballston CrossFit. Let's finish it up with the top 3 things that someone needs to know about Ballston CrossFit. Do you have the top 3? We were discussing this beforehand.
I would say number 1 is our community. I think that's what sets us apart from a lot of other types of gyms, as well as even other CrossFit gyms. I think we have a great community. So, if you're looking to enjoy your workouts and meet people, there's this area, people are always moving in and out. So if that's something that interests you, then I think our community is second to none.
Yeah. Community, I say you get results.
Number two is results.
100%. If you come in and you do the work, there's no way you're not going to get more fit, lose weight, or gain strength.
Okay.
I
would say number 3 is last year we were voted the best box in Arlington, and we're constantly, we do a member survey every year. We're constantly trying to get better, improve, give our members what they want. So we're always improving, and we hope to hold that title again this year.
Awesome. Hopefully back-to-back champions. Well, there you have it, the top 3 things that you need to know about Ballston CrossFit. As always, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, create a productive day, and if you made it this far, I am going to get a workout in. These ladies are going to kick my butt, so let's do some things with the audio and the video, and we'll catch you inside the box. Do people say that? What's like in the box?
In the box.
In the box.
We'll see you in the box.
We'll see you in the box.
There we go.
bitter right now. Tired after 10 minutes.
How'd it feel?